You've never once budgeted the way you actually meant to. You've tried the spreadsheets. You've tried the apps. Something always pulls you back to the same habits. And it's not because you're careless. It's because those habits aren't yours. By the end of this, you'll recognize at least one money habit you've had your whole life and never once questioned. But here's the real question. Not, how do I save more? That's not it. The real question is, why do certain money behaviors feel like you when you never actually chose them? And where did they come from, if not from you? Picture your parents' kitchen table. Bills, maybe stacked neatly, maybe not. Think about how money got talked about there, or how it didn't. Whether a purchase felt like a celebration or something to hide. You weren't old enough to understand interest rates or paychecks. But you understood the feeling in that room. And somewhere in you, that feeling got filed away as, this is how money works. You've been running that file ever since. Psychologists have a name for the money rules you absorbed as a kid. They call them money scripts, unconscious beliefs about money that form before you're old enough to question them. Financial psychologist Brad Klontz found that most of these beliefs are locked in by around age 7. Not from lessons. From watching. So when you flinch at checking your bank balance, or feel guilty buying something nice, that's not a personality trait. That's a script, and you didn't write it. But scripts don't stay the same. They mutate depending on which one you got. Klontz identified 4 common scripts: avoidance, worship, status, and vigilance. Avoidance says money is dangerous, so you don't look at it. Worship says more money fixes everything, so you chase it. Status says money proves your worth, so you spend to prove it. Vigilance says money always runs out, so you hoard it, even when you don't need to. Stop for a second. Which one made your stomach drop just now? That reaction is the script talking, not you. And here's the uncomfortable part, knowing your script doesn't automatically change it. Because this was never really about money. It was about safety, love, and control, dressed up as dollars. You can know exactly what you should do with money and still not do it. That's because the behavior isn't coming from the logical part of your brain. It's coming from the 7-year-old part that's still trying to keep the household safe. One review found that boosting financial literacy significantly barely moved actual financial behavior. Barely. The problem was never information. It's a rule running quietly underneath the information. So if knowledge doesn't rewrite it, what does? There's one part of this most people never hear. The part about how these scripts don't just repeat. They get inherited by your kids, too, unless something interrupts them. The fix isn't a new budget. It's recognition. In Klontz's work, the first question he asks clients isn't about income. It's, what's your first money memory? Clients who could trace that memory to their adult habits showed real behavioral change within months. You're not bad with money. You're running a program installed before you could read. Seeing it clearly is the first thing that's ever actually worked. The money you have right now isn't a verdict on who you are. It's just where a borrowed rule happened to leave you. This matters beyond your bank account. Because right now, without meaning to, you're writing the script your own kids, or the people who watch how you handle money, will absorb next. In 10 years, either the same pattern runs quietly in the background of your life, or you catch it once, clearly, and start making choices that are actually yours. You never chose most of your money habits. You inherited them the way you inherit an accent, without noticing, without deciding. But an accent can change. So can this. The habit that felt like just who you are was never that. It was a rule, borrowed from a kitchen table you sat at before you understood any of it. And rules, unlike identities, can be rewritten the moment you finally see them.